OCO. My name is Robert Lewis. I work for the Cherokee Nation as a school community specialist. I'm a Cherokee National Treasure for storytelling. I was awarded it in 2015. The story we're going to talk about today is about the eclipse. Now, the one I'm going to tell you is I wouldn't consider it a traditional story because it has to be along the lines of something so far back we can't remember when it was told. But this one, you can kind of figure it out basically upon the aspects that are talking about the story. It relates to something around the 1800s because it mentions firearms and pots and pans. And we didn't have that a long time ago. A long time ago, we used a bow and arrow to hunt and blowguns, as well as using pottery for our cooking utensils. So the story goes basically like this. A long time ago, when the Cherokees would get together, they noticed something. There was a darkness that seemed to come over across the landscape. And as this darkness began to grow, they began to notice that the sun up above was being covered. And they said that this was a giant frog, a huge creature that was basically swallowing the sun. So they decided they were going to try to scare it away. So the medicine people said, we need to frighten it away. So they pulled out their guns and firearms and began to shoot them in the air. They began to sit there, take pots and pans, and began to bang on them and scream and yell and do whatever kind of noise they could make to frighten the frog away. Eventually, the sun came back, the mouth let go, and the frog disappeared. That's basically the story that we got. It's been passed down. Storyteller, as a storyteller, I can embellish it. You can have other aspects of the creature showing up. Medicine man going for days trying to figure out what's going on. But for the most part, the basic story talks about the fact that the frog was coming to swallow the sun, and we scared it away. So when the eclipse comes out here, we'll come out there, and amongst Cherokees, they'll go out there, and they'll be sitting there trying to frighten this frog away. I am Cherokee, Navajo, and Apache. Navajos don't have anything to do with the eclipse, so I'm kind of in a mix there. I'm sitting there scared of the frog and then kind of hide away from the eclipse, so it depends. That's basically the story. I hope you enjoyed it. Well, no.